given a chance, the creatives. The creative is a department. Sports, youth and arts. Youth neza hakuvipoa sana. Creatives vinoma sana. Sports are...
Hello, my name is Ishiko and this is SPM Buzz. We have Trudy from Trudy Kitui. And of course we are right here at the Carnival grounds. We have the one and only. Let me tell you, there was a time Jessy alisema yeye ni mbaba wa Gen Z. Before maandamano. Way before maandamano. You still?
Yeah, bado mimi ni mbaba wa Gen Z. Yeah. Juu unajua pia millennial ni wababa. Wababa wanajidai wababa cause tumekaribia ubaba. Na bado tuko hapa Gen Z. So tuko hapo katikati. So who are we? The millennials. Ni wababa. Na alafu mimi ukutana na Gen Zs. Sasa Jessy, oh my gosh guy, wewe ebu sasa nitadu nini? Si mimi ni mbaba wao. I have many of them my friends.
Of course we are having the return of the Churchill role.
Ona nyinyi si nyinyi ni majenzi. Si mimi ni mbaba wenu.
Hata ukae wewe ni Gen Z.
Mimi ni Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Jessy Gen Z. Ebu rudia.
Handsome Gen Z.
That's me.
So you're having the return of Churchill show. Of course, tumekuona pale kwenye stage. How are you feeling right now?
Oh, I'm so happy we're back. I missed the stage for sure. I love the stage and I missed it so much. I love comedy and I love seeing young people. Nimesema comedy. Damn. And yeah, we are back. Kama nasema comedy. Yeah, ni comedy. Lakini unajua ni vile nimekuwa nikienda majuu sana. Nimeenda London. Nani ana dance ngoma yangu?
I know. Of course we have seen you. But I hope you're moving with the sai tuko anguka.
Mimi mtaniona naanguka tena. Nada naenda stage kuanguka. Alafu mimi ni ule udance. Churchill, guy ni mgumu. Hata tumwambia ati anguka nayo. Anguka nayo. Hawezi. Kudadea anafanya tu. Hawezi.
Tulikuwa na pale kidogo ilikuwa inakulemea tukakuwa na kifunzo na Azeezah.
Sasa Azeezah ndiye media mezaya ndiye trainer wangu. Yani ni train kuna.
Trainer purely training cause watu kule nje walikuwa wanaanza story
yangu na Azeezah si waanze. Wewe dem kama huyo unaweza kataa hata ukiekelewa scandal si unakubali. Azeezah ako juu alikuwa anasema hajaolewa. Aolewe hamnioi sasa mimi nikiekelewa sina kubali.
Lakini hujajaribu kurusha mistari pale.
Sasa mimi hujaribu kumsalimia naambia maze big bro unajua big bro. Sasa ukianza kuitwa big bro Azeezah media mezaya big up Azeezah media mezaya vitu ulinifunza nimefanya leo. Simuliona nikifanya kudade Azeezah siliona nikifunza umenino na bado.
So Jessy doesn't struggle on stage. You're so natural. It's been a while since you guys were on stage and umerudi na ubaya yani.
Na ubaya.
Nini like tell us the secret.
Yesu.
Yeah.
Secret ni Yesu. Kama hujaomba ukienda stage shauri yako. That is for real. Kama huja pray ukienda stage forget it. Okay? But on the other end you have to be ready. I knew this show is coming back. Tulianza kuihype when ile time ya maandamano, before maandamano. So I knew. So I was also very nervous. Like the first show is coming up, but what will I say? So I had to go and get ready a little bit. Unaona, unakuwa ready. Alafu kama leo nimeenda on stage nikasahau kila kitu.
Are you serious?
I forgot everything. Hata my script writers walikuwa hapa wanafanya tu juu sasa na kuanga ready lakini kienda on stage vitu zinakuja. So what will I do? Zile zimekuja nifanye.
Are you for real like script ilipotea cause I remember tulikuwa pale nyuma and we were watching and we were like Hussein mkali.
Nilisahau script.
So whatever you were saying si kitu ulikuwa
nilikuwa nimepanga something else. Sasa nisikuwe napanga. And for the past how many years 10 years nimekuwa nikifanya comedy. Imekuwa ikihappen. Napanga script nikienda on stage, nasahau. Naanza tu kukumbuka stories za mabeshte zangu. Naanza kukumbuka kadem kangu Kirote. Na hapa hizo ma story naanza kukumbuka shiko nilikutana nayo wapi napeana. So hizo moshene ndizo nawezanga.
Tujichunge pia.
Mjichunge. Mkinipeka story katatokea nikiwa stage. So I just say maybe ni hiyo tu kukua ukweli. I pray before I go on stage. I pray a lot. Even like I fast. before the show. Hey. Kama leo sikuwa nimekula kitu. Nimekula after hiyo first episode. Yeah. But I love, and in comedy, you either have it or not. Comedy is like beauty. You're either beautiful or otherwise. So it's like, comedy is like, ni kama kikohozi. Kikikuja, uko nacho. Kama hauna. Comedy ni kama homa. Either you have it or not. Comedy is, you have to be born with it. If hauna, if uko nayo sawa. And then you can't make everybody laugh. Kuna watu, okay, more majority, wakiona Jessy, wanafurahi, ni funny. But there are some who don't laugh at my jokes. Yeah. But najua ngao ndio wako na shida.
Si wewe.
Si mimi. Si mimi. Nimeomba, zimekuja nikiwa on stage, si watu ucheka. Si leo crowd ilikuwa imekubali. Yeah, so if mwenye hajacheka, yeye ndiye ako na shida.
And Jessy, being your first show after a long break, how is it, the turn up and everything?
Oh, I was just amazed by the turn up here, Kenyans. It means they love comedy and they had missed us. And kuangalia tuko full house, watu wamejaa, we sold out VIPs. Regulars imeisha pale, watu wakaanza kuongezewa viti na huko nyuma. It just humbled us. Like, for sure, people had missed this show. Yeah. People had missed the comedy. And after all what has been happening in the country, you know, there's a lot of turmoil. Kila kitu is about politics, about, huyu amefanya hii, sijui Zakayo ashuke, futa cabinet, siyo tunataka. A lot of things that have been happening. Lakini, once comedy comes, now we are able to even relax people a bit, because it can be depressing. Watching this negativity all the time in the media, yes, we are fixing the country, but watching all this negativity in the media can actually depress even children. Na zinaweza kufanya as a person ukose kuwa productive. Like you guys, Shiko and Trudy, nyinyi mna collecting news. The more you collect negative news, zinaweza waingia mpaka mnajipata unashindwa mbona tu umejam. Kama saa hii country imejam. Watu wamejam tu. Wamekasirika. Yes, ni sawa, governance need to be fixed. The government needs to do the right thing. Lakini watu wamejam excess. So comedy comes to relax people. You're not relaxing people not to bash the government. No, we are relaxing people. After mmefanya hiyo maandamano and all, we can still laugh. There's life beyond hizi mashida tunapitia as a country. Yeah.
Maybe before we talk about politics kidogo, has this, maybe you've talked about the situation in our country. Did it in one way or another affect you guys when you were planning for the comeback of Churchill and you're like, are we sure?
Yes, definitely. When we signed the contract with NTV, we signed it in the midst of protest. Kulikuwa na the first protest that was a little bit soft, but showed signs of being massive. And we knew it's coming. The big one on the 25th, we saw it coming. And then at the same time, to sign on a Monday, Tuesday ndio hiyo. You get? And we had to announce the show is coming back on a Monday. And at the same time, all the intelligence and everything was saying that it's going to be massive. Young people are going to come out of the streets. So pia si ilituweka hiyo nervousness. You get? Alafu at the same time, watu wanatuliza, muna reject, ama mko pande gani? You see, that also affects comedy. We are coming back on stage to do what we love doing most, comedy. But at the same time, hiyo kitu inakuwa ina affect sisi wenye tunataka kurudi. So we were nervous, we were not sure, but seeing the turnout today and the show ikaenda poa, we were able to even make jokes about it was well. It was very nice, yeah.
So, MC Jessy, of course you have a history in politics. Talking about politics, today we have had the first batch of the new cabinet, 11 of them.
Yes.
First of all, what do you say about that? Najua umeweza kupata hiyo list?
Yes, you see, the president has the power constitutionally to do, like, to appoint the nominees. Now it's about parliament to decide whether they want these people back or not, because the people already had said they don't want a reshuffle. They want the whole cabinet disbanded and he hires new people. However, looking at the profiles of some of the people that he has brought in the cabinet, well, I looked at the doctor for health and all that, but I was like, wow. So finally also, we are having professionals in those areas going to those ministries. And if you ask me, someone like Kindiki, maybe everybody had agreed that Kindiki was the best performing minister in Ruto's government. And so like Kindiki, kama amerudishwa, I don't think most people will have a problem. However, we are waiting on Parliament to do the vetting again, because they have to do the vetting again to see whether they actually approve of these names. However, when I looked at some of these new names that he has brought, I looked at their CVs, and I'm like, well, I think we somehow might be headed, and I say might be headed in the right direction, because they might be qualified and maybe not be able to deliver. However, we want to be positive that actually when we get professionals to do particular ministries, they'll be able to perform. Because when Gen Zs were demonstrating and saying we want a different style of governance, is you are looking also at the president appointing people that are qualified for those particular positions. Don't appoint a lawyer to man, like they were saying, don't appoint a lawyer to be the minister for roads. That's where there was a tussle between Kipchumba Murkomen and the people. Don't appoint a lawyer to guard mambo ya sports and, like Ababu Namwamba is a lawyer, sports and creative arts. Don't appoint another lawyer, to be the Minister for Agriculture, like Mheshimiwa Mithika Linturi. So I think people had a problem with the people that were manning these particular ministries or were serving these ministries. So people wanted qualified individuals to be given those particular ministries. Kama ni roads, tupatie engineer, mtu anajua hizi maneno, civil engineering wako and all that. So if he goes with the same trend, I'm sure the millennials and Gen Zs will give him a chance. If he doesn't, they'll be back in the streets.
In as much as probably you're saying, for example, Kindiki was the best performing CS in the former cabinet. Yes. Looking at X, people are a little bit unsatisfied
with Kindiki.
And the nominated CS for defense.
Well, just as I was saying, I'm not saying, these are my personal opinion, and what I was seeing people saying like they were satisfied with Kindiki. I haven't seen the X thing today. I wasn't online. However, from the previous things that people were saying, like this is the best performing minister and all that, Kindiki came on top. Yeah. But on the other end, as I have just said, the demonstrators, the millennials and Gen Zs, were telling the president, we don't want a reshuffle. We want a whole disbandment of the cabinet and appoint new faces, the qualified people. You need to see at the Interior Ministry somebody that is knowledgeable when it comes to the security sector. Okay, we get a security expert to lead the interior and all that. So I didn't know that X people said no to Kindiki. However, previously he was the best performing. But you can be the best performing wewe ndiye the best student, lakini unapatanga C.
Ni venye hakuna mwingine.
Ni vile hakuna mwingine. Wewe unapatanga C, so you're the best with a C. Whereas there are others who can come and get an A. So wewe na C yako utakuwa wa mwisho. So from the cabinet that he had before, maybe Kindiki was the first one, but ana score C. You get, he can change and get the best. So there is still a chance for him to redo. Akisikia pia wananchi hawamtaki, mtoe, weka mwenye wanataka. Na unaangalia unaona citizens are not saying tupatie mtu fulani. No. Tuonyeshe CV, tujue huyu anaweza. And the public did not want a reshuffle. They wanted disband, give us professionals. So the public have the right to tell the president no to Kindiki, no to Duale, no to this other person. The same public was the one who was saying Kindiki was the best. But as I've said, he might have been the best amongst all the bad cabinets. So maybe we have others that can do the job. So if the public feels sio huyo, basi atolewe, mwingine awekwe. But for now, I think we should be looking at the profiles of the people that are going to be appointed at the cabinet. Then we see whether they are qualified to do the job. But don't, as the president, tafadhali, don't pick people, professionals from other sectors to lead sectors that they have no idea. Don't give us these lawyers to lead ministries that, they don't have a clue about. They will fail the president. And then what are we going to do? Atatukanwa. Ataambiwa hii na hii, na mistake ni yeye kuappoint watu. So you should just listen to the people, and it's time the president reasons with the citizens he's leading and appoint qualified individuals in those particular ministries.
Which ministry?
Professionals in it.
Which ministry do you think you best qualify?
Oh, Mimi. Oh,
Given
are you
a
proposing me?
Given a chance.
Given a chance, the creatives. The creative is a
Sports,
department.
arts,
Sports, youth and arts. Youth neza hakuvipoa sana. Creatives vinoma sana. Sports, I learn on the job.
So if you're given a chance to be in the second batch, you'll say yes.
Mi akinipea nafanya. Lakini asinipe ministry siwezi. If he tells me you are the interior minister, nitamwambia Mr. President, I reject. But unipe youth sports and creative. Napiga kazi vizuri sana. Kwanza hapo kwa creatives. You know, let me talk about the creative department. We had a minister, okay, who was doing youth, sports, and the creative department. There was a plan for the ministry, the department here creative, ikuwe na legal framework. Yeah. When I'm talking about legal framework, we all belong to the creatives. Under the creative, kulikuwa na youth, sports, and the creative economy. Kwa youth, we have a PS for youth. Kwa sports, we have a PS for sports. Yeah. There's no PS for creatives. Yeah. Si must, lakini hakuna, iko hivyo. Kwa youth, kuna youth secretary. Kwa sports, kuna sports secretary. Kwa creative, hakuna. Kwa youth, kuna youth council. Kwa sports, kuna sports council. Kwa creative, hakuna creative council. Kwa youth, kuna youth fund. Kuna sports fund. Hakuna creative fund. Kuna director of sports. Kuna director of youth affairs. Hakuna director of creative. So creative is just empty. It's a shell of itself. That's where we belong. It pains me to see that this department is the one we are even having national days under creative economy. But itself, ukiangalia, it's empty. So if you ask me, yes, the president ako hapo, fix it then. We are here, we are creatives. Akikuja atuambie, do this and this. There was public participation to have the creative economy bill. But the public participations that were done, hakuna yenye creatives waliitwa. People don't know. Pesa ilitumika, watu wakaenda huko kufanya public participation to come up with a bill. The bill yenye walituletea, it is not from us, the creatives. No creatives created the bill. Ni watu waliitwa pale Kenya School of Government, wakaenda hapo lawyers, wakaandika bill. Alafu mnaleta creatives wa adopt. They don't have an idea. We have groups, WhatsApp groups. We have professionals in the creative sector. But hawajakuwa consulted when it comes to creating the creative economy framework, legal framework. I'm so concerned about that. We are in the Creative Association of Kenya. Creative Association of Kenya is here to reform just to make sure the president listens to us. Hata akiappoint watu wenye hatutaki hapo kwa creatives, we are going to go to court and stop as the Creative Association of Kenya because we want them streamlined. The Gen Zs walitu lead on the way na millennials, so we need to fix hapo kwa creatives. Ikikuja youth, the same thing. Youth sawa iko na legal framework, but we can do more there, okay? Ikikuja sports, the minister there tried. Ababu tried on the sport, but watu wa sports ndio wanaweza sema kama he really did for them or not. But when you ask me about creatives, we have not experienced the government when it comes to creative. Vitu tu tumepiga ni watu wanafanya sema tutafanya hii, but nothing has been done. Yes.
And maybe what message do you have to the youths who are currently saying they are very ready for Tuesday? For Tuesday?
Yeah, because they have said they reject what the president has said today. Hawataki kabisa. Whatever he has said, they don't want it. They're ready for Tuesday.
Well, the thing is this. Every person is telling the president to listen to the people, okay? And as they had asked him, President William Ruto, please do not reshuffle. And then wakakubaliana, disband cabinet. And then he does the reshuffle. People feel shortchanged, okay? People feel like, si tuli agree. Yeah. Si ulisema utafanya hii maneno. Ukatoa cabinet, tukakuwa na hope, tukakupea chance. Then do what we agreed. You get? So people going to the streets is what I'm saying. If the president does not listen to the people, it's not going to be business as usual. Yeah. People are going to go to the streets and they are going to make sure they tell him hapana. Sasa imagine next itakuwa reject cabinet. Even the qualified ones watatolewa.
Yeah.
And then we won't have a government, tutabishikandanga hapo tu mkimbizano ya hawa wameappointiwa hawa wamerudi. So it's time he also considers watu wakisema qualifications. Saa angetoa qualifications, huyu ni professional wa defense, huyu ni professional wa interior, huyu ni professional na hii, alafu atoe hizo majina. Do you think watu wangeenda kwa street on Tuesday? Exactly my point. So tutashinda hii mchezo ya paka na panya, government and us the people. Tutashinda, and I'm talking of us the people because me, I don't work for government. That's one thing watu wajuangi. Mimi niko mwananchi wa kawaida. So we need to have the president listening keenly to the people. Wakisema, what will be the harm? President William Ruto, akiwa deputy president, and President Uhuru Kenyatta that time, former president, in 2013, they sat together and nominated individuals that were qualified then into different ministries. They even asked people like Kina Honorable Edan Mohammed, former CEO of Barclays Bank, to leave the prestigious job ya CEO wa Barclays Bank then to join government. Na ni watu wako interested, wakakuja wakaingia kwa government as ministers wa trade and all that. They did an amazing job. Na kina Matiang'i, we didn't know them, wakaletwa wakaanza kuchapa kazi, and others wenye walikuwa wengi sana wanafanya kazi yao. They did it. He was there. He contributed in bringing for the first time cabinet wenye hawakuwa politicians. He knows it. He can do it again. He was there as a deputy president 2013 with Uhuru Kenyatta. They gave us a cabinet that nobody complained about. Walikuwa wanasoma CV, unaona actually they are qualified. In 2002, when Mwai Kibaki became president, aliangalia profile ya politicians and he gave ministries to politicians that were qualified in the same. Kina Mheshimiwa Right Honorable Prime Minister Raila Odinga is an engineer wa roads, akapewa ministry ya roads. That time, wengi wao walikuwa wanapewa ministry that they are qualified for. At least that time they tried. William Ruto is anajua mambo ya agriculture and all that. Alipewangwa ministry hiyo time ya agriculture. Well, whatever happened that time, but the thing is, there is a way out. People that are qualified for these ministries can be given those particular ministries and they will perform.
Let me ask you this. Do you think the president is so much appreciating friendships rather than looking at the CV? Because that's what people are thinking. Maybe tunaona mtu sababu alikuwa naye kwenye campaign, things like that. Support.
Also, it's very hard, It's very hard for mumefaitia kitu nyi wote. Tuliwaona president, kina Duale, kina Murkomen, all those people, kina Kindiki fighting for him. There was at a time when there was bombers, pale BBI conversation about bombers. Murkomen became like a champ that day. Ametetea president, na akaongea, akashinda that time akiwa deputy president. So the people you have fought with in the war, you will have tendencies of working with them because you feel like you trust them. Hiyo ni jeshi yako. You get, so you will get the tendencies of bringing them into cabinet. You get, so those tendencies might be there. You might be giving them as, people you have fought this war with. Wakati there was the rift between President William Ruto, then the deputy president, and former President Uhuru Kenyatta. Watu wenye walisimama na yeye ni hawa ana appoint. Walipigwa mawe, wengine walifungwa, wakafungiwa ma-accounts, wakateseka, tulikuwa tunaona kwa TV. So tendencies ama kufeel kuwa reward inaweza kuwa hapo. However, I think it's time akae chini na wao wakubaliane vile watafanya. Other roles are there. Wakubaliane vitu watamsaidia kufanya kurun government, but aangalie now qualifications more than the friendship. But they can be there. They can be his political advisors. And other roles, they can play many roles. However, when it comes to running the government, the same way he did in 2013 with former President Uhuru Kenyatta, wakaketi pamoja wakiwa na shati za white na tai za red, waka green ndio hawa, wakaanza kazi. I think he should borrow a leaf from that because he was there.
Now, with that said, you are pale kwenye debe 2027, MC Jessy, we expecting to see you still?
You are expecting to see me?
Should we expect?
For now, what we can say is the country is ailing. That's why we are talking about what is happening in the country right now. we need to solve now. We shouldn't even be doing campaigns at 2027. All we know is 2027 itajishape kivyake. I've been in politics and I know how politics can change in a year or two. So, sahi tukianza kudebate 2027, itakuwa, you never know the tide ya politics sahi itakuwa aje, okay? By the grace of God, kama itakuwa, sawa. If it won't be, me imagine I don't have a problem. Lakini, let's wait. Right now, we are looking at solving the issues that are affecting the country now. Let's fix it now. Mambo ya 2027 tutaongea baadaye. Ikifika utaona tu mambo itajipanga, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But sahi, let's handle what is most important. We have a problem. Let's fix it. We imagine a country where tunaenda maandamano every Tuesday. Do you think there will be a functional government? Hata tukifika election tutauana. Lakini let's fix it now. Once we fix it, tukisonga the tide ya politics itajipanga huko towards the end. In 2027 tutaongea hizo mambo, lakini for now let's fix our nation. We are in a very wonderful times. I even thank God I'm alive at this time to see a change brought by the people. In it, people power. People have the say today to say, I reject this, I want this. So let's look at fixing our country today. It is your country, it is your country, it is my country. Everybody wants the best, and that's it.